Greetings and welcome to Channel 9's English news program. I'm Lexo Bekauri and these are the latest developments in the country. According to the information spread by the press office of the Ministry of Internal Affairs of Georgia, one of the persons arrested for allegedly planning a terrorist attack in Georgia was an acquaintance to President Mikhail Saakashvili's personal pilot. According to the ministry's announcement, Mikhail Kadiev temporarily lived at Saakashvili's pilot, Zaur Kortoshidze's apartment. Zaur Kortoshidze was interrogated in relation to this case and he already gave his testimony. According to Kortoshidze, he only met with Kadiev 3 times. First, he met with him when he was asked to hand over $150 to the defendant, and the other 2 meetings took place at the apartment that was rented by Kadiev from Kortoshidze's son. According to the United Nations official webpage, the General Assembly passed a resolution on internally displaced persons and refugee status during the 67th session, acknowledging the right of Georgian refugees from all over Georgia's territory, including Abkhazia and South Ossetia, to return to their houses. The resolution was supported by 62 countries, with 16 countries, including Russia, Armenia and Belarus, voting against the resolution. 84 countries refrained from voting. The Assembly stated its position that respect of property rights of IDPs is necessary.
Countries are missing, no?
Part of Tbilisi State University students protested against the changes and the amendments to the law on higher education and held a rally in front of the university building. Part of professors and teachers have also joined the protest rally. The protesters made a chain of solidarity on Javjavadze Avenue and marched towards the Ministry of Education. The participants believe that the new law violates their rights and limits universities' authority. Traditional Friday Muslim prayer in Samtutskharo village was held in a calm atmosphere today. Local Georgian Muslims did not attend the prayer and named failure to hold 3 previous prayers as the reason of their absence. Next week, the prayer will be attended by Deputy Head Mufti of Georgia, Adam Shanidze, and local Muslim population. Minister of Reintegration of Georgia, Pata Zakarishvili, visited Samtutskharo to examine the situation in the village today. He urged the Christian population not to interfere with Muslim prayers in the upcoming weeks as well. According to Zakarishvili, he will personally monitor the situation during the next week's prayer to make sure that the minorities' rights are protected. NGOs are also monitoring the situation in Samtutskharo village.
Thank God that the problems have been solved. As you can see, the Friday prayer was held without any interference. I'd like to take the opportunity and thank everyone who participated in the resolution of this misunderstanding. Particularly, I would like to thank our State Minister, Mr. Pata Zakarishvili, who was by our side during the prayer. I would also like to thank the local population for reaching an agreement that will enable our temple to function in the future. We are glad that this misunderstanding was finally resolved. The problem was mainly caused by misinformation on several occasions, but the local governance did its best to resolve the situation.
Prime Minister of Georgia was met with a rally by local refugees in Batumi. While Ivanishvili planned to meet with Chairman of the Constitutional Court, he was met by a crowd of protesters who asked him questions about promised support. According to Nana Janturia, a refugee from Abkhazia, Bidzina Ivanishvili spoke to them and explained that the aiding process might take from 3 to 4 years. Prime Minister met with the refugees today and promised to help them. The number of tourists increased by 25% this year compared to the analogous period of last year. This announcement was made by the former head of National Tourism Agency, Maya Sidamonidze. Nevertheless, according to her, this tendency is partially due to the advertising and marketing campaign that was executed in recent years. Sidamonidze gave a positive evaluation to the current state of the tourist field, taking into consideration the fact that Tourism National Agency has been without a manager for the last several months.
This is a good tendency, and if it continues this way until the end of the year, the international visitors number in the country will increase up to 5 million. It's very important that we maintain this tendency for the upcoming months and years.
Tourists and citizens from Iran are participating in their country's presidential elections in specially opened election districts in Tbilisi and Batumi. An election district was opened in the consulate of Iran at 8 a.m. today. More than 50 citizens of Iran gave their votes to the preferred candidate in Batumi today. An Iranian family comprised an 8-member commission in Batumi that is monitoring the election process. Georgian Water and Power conducted a tour for students and teachers of Iakob Gogebashvili School with the intention to explore unique segments of the company's activities. Students and teachers visited the main buildings of Natakhtari and Sagurama water pipes. The company specialists conducted an informative tour and explained the principles of the water supply system. And this was all for today. Don't forget to watch us on Channel 9 during the weekdays. Have a nice weekend.